Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here with little Molly and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is some of Molly's formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give the little guys when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on her harness, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. She is going to be going home with the same harness that she came in with, and you're going to be taught how to use that as a correction device during your follow-up training session. Now, Rich is doing some simple heeling. Heeling is leash skills. Walking nicely beside you, not forging ahead, not getting tangled up around your feet, and each time that you stop your feet, she's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So what we're basically teaching her is manners, leash manners. You walk nicely on a leash beside the owner. If you're not walking nicely, you get that little tug on the harness as a reminder to come back on in here and walk next to my left leg. And each time that you stop your feet, she's been taught to sit without being told to wait for her next command. And I would keep this obedience training going, even if you have to do some of it in the house, because this exercises her brain. And one of the most important things about good dog behavior is keeping them mentally stimulated. Now, she didn't stay, so Rich told her no, gave her another stay command, and stood right in front of her. He pulls up just a little bit on the harness to keep her in a seated position. When he returns, he just turns and walks back to heel, and she remains seated until she gets her next command, and he praises her for a good job. And she's looking up at him. She's focused. It's hard to even see her. She's like a dot on the camera. Nice automatic sit, stay. You want to keep her in that seated position, so Rich gently pulls up, and this is the come on command. She's been taught to come and sit right in front of you, facing your knees. And she gets a treat for a good job. We rarely use treats at our school, but we know how important this come command is to you, living on the acreage that you live on with her and with the wildlife. So we wanted her to know what come means. And it doesn't mean run in the opposite direction. Rich leaves her again in another sit stay. He turns to face her. He uses her name. She comes right in front and sits facing his knees. And they go back to heeling. Now, not only does this give her an understanding that certain behavior is expected, but it also exercises her brain. It exercises that little body. It gives you something constructive that you can do with her so that she can perform her commands for you. She comes right in and she sits. Very good job. Now, the next commands that we're working on are her down commands. And she is such a jitterbug that the down commands have been challenging, and she knows this and does it better in the house than outside. So we will be working on that down command with you on Thursday when you come, because she's done a really good job on her little video. And even if you have to pet her or in some way distract her, hold her there. She said, no, I'm not doing that. That's too much like work. But I love that heel because she's looking right up at Rich and she's holding her stationary sit. and she's doing her come perfectly. And we have practiced come until we've all turned blue in the face, so that was your most important command, and she's doing that very well. We're going to be continuing to work on her down command until she goes home. She's just got a ton of energy, and she's very excitable, as you well know. And for a little girl, she's got the personality of a Rottweiler. We've enjoyed every minute of her being here. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company. We'll have lots and lots to go over with you when you come, and we will see you real soon.